cooking segment for you, coming from a restaurant that's all about plant-based dishes, and I remember every lyric to that song.
Oh, that's my new jam. All right, we are so happy to be joined by the owner of EYV Restaurant, Mike Godlewski. Thank you for being
Hi guys,
here.
Thanks for having me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. As soon as we walked in, the smells are amazing already.
Well, we're trying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's early, it's snowy, so, you know,
Amen.
we're doing our best.
What are we making today?
So we're doing a couple things. One, highlighting plant-based. I know everyone's on that, you know, hashtag New Year, New Me diet.
Yes.
So it's one of those things, too, to show that vegetables or things can be, you know, flavorful and not just like I'm eating a bowl of steamed veg. I mean, almost like taking your medicine, as you were to speak. So we're doing a dish that's working right now. That we've done since before we opened. We turned cabbage into pastrami.
Ooh.
And it has the vibes of like a pastrami sandwich, so that's working now. But we'll also do like healthier, I guess not healthier because desserts aren't as healthy, but we're gonna do one of the vegan desserts that we do, and I'll work on that now while that stuff is getting ready.
Okay, but you just dropped apples in oil.
They're potatoes, so those are
potatoes.
So they're gonna be steak fries for the pastrami. So it's like you need fries with your sandwich, right, or chips or whatever. So that's kind of the interpretation we kind of went with there. So
okay, all right, I'm on board.
Now I have had a full-on diet of cheese for the past month. I mean, coming off the holiday, it's my blood
Are you
type.
okay?
I am probably not.
I mean, I was eating, you know, salami and cheese about like 12:30 in the morning last night, waiting for this snow to come, and they're like, I feel like I'm getting gypped right now. Like it should have came by now. So like I'm on the cheese train too. I think that's been my diet since the holiday. So yeah, like as you must, and like you get cheese for Christmas and you have to bring it all in, and like you can't let it go to waste. Someone's got to eat it, and might as well be you.
Yeah. Amen to
diet
that.
starts tomorrow, so
I am so excited to introduce more vegetables into my diet, especially this month, because I think all of our bodies need it. For someone who thinks that these are all just so boring, you're obviously here to say you can jazz them up.
Yeah, it's always, you know, one of the processes who is, you know, spices, acidity is always good, but also treat vegetables kind of like you would like any protein. Like get out of like the sandbox that like, oh, they're vegetables, they have to be cooked this one way. Like, you know, we're treating cabbage like pastrami. We have a dish on the menu now with oyster mushrooms that we turn into oysters Rockefeller.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so same way you would make oysters Rockefeller, but it's with oyster mushrooms from our friend at Fun Gal Farm. She grows these terrific mushrooms for us, so we try to highlight that. You know, roasting techniques, things like that. Really, you know, assertive sauces, kind of, you know, things to jazz up. You know, get creative with it. You don't have to. Like, if you see a dish that has like a protein in it, like, hey, maybe we sub that out and we use like whatever's at the farmer's market today.
Perfect. So. Okay, so we're going to mix some of this stuff up really quickly here.
So we're going to do it. This is our vegan dessert we have going right now. Ooh. That's kind of like a riff on a Waldorf salad.
Now, what is that? Is that granola?
So this is a walnut granola.
Yeah.
And completely vegan. So the fun thing about this is it's, you know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, as they say. So we have an apple here that isn't an apple. So it's a caramelized white chocolate and apple mousse.
Ooh, that's my kind of apple.
Yeah. So what gives it the great mousse-like texture is actually tofu. So we caramelize white chocolate and then blend it up with a little apple butter and tofu, and it gives us this really silky mousse-like texture.
Now, what are these things that
So we have a little marinated grapes and apples. So classic Waldorf celery, apples, grapes, walnuts. And that's kind of like the dish, so it's kind of like that. So and then we have little petite sorrel greens.
Oh, sweet.
Grown for us by our friend in Dormont of Gertz Greens, and they provide a nice tart, like green apple-y taste to it. And then in the center of the mousse is a little celery, raisin, apple chutney. So
Should I break this?
Yeah, so don't hold back. Break into this bad boy.
You see me reaching?
Yeah.
And I'll finish up the pastrami coming behind you.
Okay.
I love that.
This looks so
good. So you've been
good.
open now for 2 years.
It was just 2 years on the 28th, so it's
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been the longest and quickest 2 years of my life, so I don't really know if Einstein's theory of relativity is really kicking in there, so.
And you're participating in Restaurant Week.
We are. We're doing early access. It starts on the 10th. We'll be doing 4 courses for, I think it's $425 and change, whatever they offer us now. These, I think it's always ends in the year, but.
Amazing. We have about a minute left, but I do want to hear more about your Dry January mocktail program, because I know a lot of people who are participating in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we treat that just like we would like any cocktail, just minus the booze. So we develop it in the same kind of way that we would think we would do traditional cocktails, and then just tweak it how we can make it as flavorful and, you know, craveable as you could without any alcohol. And we have about 4 or 5 on now. We have some non-alcoholic sparkling wines, non-alcoholic beers. Yeah. So we've got the whole plethora for those who want to, you know, involved in that lifestyle.
You're fast. You plated the potatoes.
I know, right?
And then we put a sauce on.
So a little Thousand Island Hollandaise, because what's that without, you know? And then there we go.
Oh, I love that.
And this is,
really quickly, describe the atmosphere in the restaurant.
It's laid back, cozy. We have a very eclectic music taste in there. So if you want to get loud and enjoy yourselves, you can. If you want to come for a nice, quiet, romantic dinner, you can do that as well. It's almost the vibe is like you're coming over my house for dinner, and we want to treat you accordingly, make you feel warm and welcome, and let you hang out as long as you like.
That is delicious.
Oh my
it's the
God.
sauce.
It is. It's always the sauce.
And we also offer a vegan version of this as well, so that you're like on the fence that. So.
Oh my God, Mike, this is amazing.
Who knew vegetables could be this good?
Woo! He proved it to us today. Thank you for being with us
Hey,
today.
don't threaten me with a good time. Always happy to be here.
This is amazing. EYV Restaurant is located along East Ohio Street on the north side. They're open weekly from Tuesday to Saturday, and we're going to have more information on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.